of effort, put a lot of information in front of them. Are you just then disappointed that the decision went the other way?
Well, I think we've seen these stewards' inquiry and appeals previously that I don't think any one of them has been successful, and you can understand that the stewards don't want every single event to be questioned, but we did feel in this instance that there was sufficient new evidence, and that due to the size of the accident and the timing that had been involved, it was worth warranting a look at. They allowed us the opportunity to present that evidence, and gave us a fair hearing yesterday. They ultimately deemed that it was inadmissible, and look, we respect that decision. So it was our right to try, and of course this championship's all about all those marginal gains, and it would have been remiss of us not to at least try with the information that we had.
Did you get some answers? Maybe if such a thing happens again, you've got a bit more clarity as to how they might deal with it in the future, so it wasn't a complete lost cause, I guess.
I think one thing you can say, there's certainly an element of consistency. We've seen the last 3 incidents with similar penalties, and I did ask that question at the end of the hearing about the consistency moving forward, because I think it is important for the balance of this championship, because it's inevitable that Max and Lewis will be starting near each other and racing hard with each other over the rest of the season. So we've been assured that there will be consistency with the application for the rest of the season.
So after the decision, Mercedes released quite a punchy statement. They said Red Bull management attempted to tarnish the good name and sporting integrity of Lewis Hamilton. It's quite punchy. What's your reaction to that?
Look, this is not in any way personal against Lewis. It's about, if it had been any other driver, our position would have been identical. If it had been any other team, our position would be identical. It's about what happened on track between 2 competitors. Full respect for Lewis as a 7-time world champion, but even 7-time world champions can sometimes make a mistake or misjudgments.
Do you think anything will change between Max and Lewis when they go wheel to wheel on the track in the future?
I doubt it.
Statement from you guys last night in reaction to the steward's decision. So I guess my obvious question is, what were the allegations that led to you wanting to make that statement?
I wasn't in the meeting, but obviously you need to maintain a certain respect among the stakeholders, not be carried away emotionally. And I think we whilst understanding the perception of others, I think it's important to also consider how to argue.
Okay, so you can't expand a little bit more about what they said?
No, it's not up to me to expand on what they said. I should be them, or it should be the FIA.
You're obviously very respectful to your rivals all the time. So is this the kind of thing that you just need to sit down with Christian, have a chat to him, and try and just sort it out? Because
no, I think it's an intense championship and rivalry, and you don't need to go for a drink with your rival or chat anything out.
Were you surprised when they decided to ask for a right to review? Do you think it was just something that they knew they'd probably lose, but they wanted to maybe try and destabilise you guys?
No, I think also there everybody needs to take their own decisions. We were surprised because we looked at the accident obviously, and we tried to argue the other side too, and there was very little meat to the other side, but we felt if they think they have an additional new information, then it needed to be brought forward.
Is it frustrating though that you guys obviously won that race, you've got some momentum after a strong weekend in Silverstone, it's kind of been overshadowed?
No, controversy has always been good for business.
So what then do you think we can expect going forward when Lewis and Max go wheel to wheel again on the circuit?
Hopefully respecting drivers, respecting drives between clearly 2 of the very good drivers in the championship, a 7-time world champion, and I have no doubt about his integrity and his sportsmanship.